Oh my gosh, how do I get a Drake song on this phone instead of this stupid, annoying bell? What's a boy to do? Hello everyone, I am ThirdMarioBrother and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. It has been way too long since I've been able to say those words. Oh my gosh, it has been so long since we have seen the hot dog here, since we have seen the rest of our team. But we are back in Olivine City in Pokemon HeartGold and we are ready to take on the next leg of our adventure. In case you guys don't remember, which you probably don't, and I recommend you actually go back and watch the series from the beginning just to get yourself caught back up. But in the last episode, we made it to the Olivine City Pokemon Gym, defeated its leader Morty, the Mystic Seer of the future, who had a whole bunch of ghost types that gave us a lot of trouble, actually. And we got ourselves the next badge. And today, we are going to be continuing on the next leg of our adventure, of course, towards the next gym, as always. And I really, really hope you guys are as excited for this adventure as I am. It has been way too long, and I know there's a lot of people who have been waiting to see this, and I know that I, myself, am super hyped to get back into it. So, let's do it. Real quick, though, just to reintroduce our team, we have Hot Dog, the Growlithe. We have... There we go. We have Scrambler, the Togetic. We have Gatorade, the ferocious Croconaw. Maple, the dancing rock who just loves to boogie. Liberty, the HM slave who's completely useless and irrelevant. And Lambchop, the Flaffy, probably the strongest member of our team despite not being the highest level. So, we are going to be continuing on in this episode toward Olivine City. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and head out east of Ecruteak because there's something here that interests us. Mount Mortar is like a maze inside. Be careful. Don't get lost in there. My job is boring and I hate it. Please, please make it exciting. Please get lost in there. Anyway, over here we're going to be getting a very important item, but before that, please make sure to leave a like on the video down below if you're as excited for this adventure as I am. Here we go, Pokemon HeartGold! And we got ourselves TM65 Shadow Claw, which isn't a bad start, but that's not the thing that we've been looking for. I always thought Shadow Claw was just an amazing name for a move, so we'll definitely be using it at some point, probably. Oh boy, sorry I bumped into you. Did I hurt you? Please, don't cry. Here, take this. Oh, God, don't call the cops. I'm going to get in trouble. They're going to take my hiking license away. I'm not going to be able to run up mountains anymore. I'm not going to be able to get lost in caves anymore. I'm not going to be able to accidentally bump into little kids anymore. It's a move called Strength. Please don't cry. When a boulder learns it, it can move Pokemon out of your way. Enjoy a happy mountain climbing life. I'm going to just walk this way while you are obsessed with the disc and don't got time to call no cops. Anyway, that's where you get strength in this game. This is Mount Mortar, but we are not quite interested in this place just yet. I do believe we'll be coming back here at some point, but for now, we are just in it to get that nice HM04 in the most random of all places. But isn't that how Pokemon games have always been? You just get HMs in, like, the least likely places possible. So, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some apricorns, and you'll see that we are not heading west out of Ecruteak quite yet, as the progression of this game indicates that we should, but we are heading south because I want to go back to Goldenrod because there are several things in that town that I have yet to show off. But first, of course, we gotta get our Orang Bulk and, what is this, blue? What kind of apricorn is this? A blue apricorn. Blue. I feel like that's like a, you have to say that with a French accent just because it's missing a letter. But anyway, get ourselves some apricorns, and I want to head back to Goldenrod City, but you know what? Let's not make this painstakingly, excruciatingly long, and let's just get back there ASAP, so I will see you guys in Goldenrod City. Okay, so here we are back in Goldenrod, and as tempting as it might be to go gambling right now, that's not our first objective. It is an objective. I will spoil that for you. But our first objective is over here in this random little house that we just burst into without any permission at all. But that's okay. Are you a trainer? I got a useful phone number for you. Yes. I agree, you do have a useful phone number for me. But go ahead and talk to this little girl and she will give us Bill's phone number. And you guys know the name Bill. He is the richest man in the world, Bill Gates, because he invented the Pokebox system. Hi, Brian. Would you do something for me and take this EV? It came over when I was adjusting Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, TM, registered trademark, hint hint, please use our product, pay us money. Someone has to take care of it, but I don't like being outside. Can I count on you to play with it, Brian? Hey man, Pokemon Go just came out, so I'm gonna be outside all day. I knew you'd come through, you're the real deal, way to go. Okay, I'm counting on you. Take good care of it, we got ourselves an Eevee, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. One of its evolutions is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and I think this thing is going to make its way onto our team. I'm not entirely sure yet. Of course, if you guys have any suggestions as to what we should evolve this into, or nicknames, or whether or not you want it on the team, please make sure to leave a comment down below, because these Pokemon playthroughs are all about the interaction for me. So, this is Eevee, and I haven't thought of a nickname at all. Oh my gosh. Hold on. You know what, since Eevee's evolutions all end in the same thing, and I haven't yet decided what I want to evolve this thing into, even though I do definitely want it on the team, let's just call it Eon. Yeah, Eon the Eevee. Ooh, and it's a female Eevee. That's so cute. Professor Elm said Eevee can evolve into 7 different kinds of Pokemon. 7 different kinds of Pokemon. Why does every character in this episode have the exact same voice? Oh my gosh. But yes, we got ourselves a little Eevee. Eon the Eevee. That's kind of a cute name. I dig it. I dig it. And it's somewhat of a clown. Man, it takes after its dad, doesn't it? But it's got Tail Whip, Tackle, and Helping Hand, and it's probably not going to be much of a Helping Hand right off the bat, because that is one weak Pokemon, I have got to say. So let's just go ahead, and of course we have a baby on our team and we have to have a good influence on it, so let's go ahead and gamble all our money away so that we can raise a very responsible clownish Eevee. My name's Mr. Game. My heart pounds with excitement when people enjoy my coin game. In fact, that's what I live for. You look like quite a challenger. Why don't you play my coin game? You can get fabulous prizes if you manage to collect a lot of coins. Sure, I will absolutely love to play your coin game, but did you come back to play my coin game? Yes. I'm actually not used to the controls on this right now. I'm trying to treat it like it's a Game Boy Advance, but there's 4 buttons and it's messing with me. Show me how you play and my heart will pound with excitement. So this is the coin game, huh? Why don't you sit across from me and show me how you play? Whoops. This is the gambling of this this here game, and so it's not actually slots. I believe this was actually a point of controversy back in the old days when this game first came out, and oh no, you get 0 coins. Man, I'm just fantastic at this game. So in the old Pokemon games, there was always the game corner. You could play like slots or what? Man, really? You could play slots or whatever and win coins by doing that, or you could play roulette or this or that. But when Pokemon HeartGold came out, they decided that teaching kids to gamble was a terrible idea. So they decided that instead of gambling, they would give us this weird little card flipping game that I hate. Yeah, by flipping over these cards, you can go ahead and get yourself some coins, and it's really cool, and it's not fun at all, and I hate it. But yeah, you can see down here on the rows and columns, there's 3 Voltorbs, for example, in this row, and so it's probably a pretty dangerous row. There's definitely not anything here, because there's 0 over here on the right and 0 here on the bottom. It indicates basically the number of Voltorbs in that respective row or column, which means that since there's 1 here and 1 here, I guess there's got to be 1 here, and then none here, and then none here, and then none here. Is this what you're expecting? What? Why? No, wait, what? Oh, no. I ruined it, that's, oh god. So, basically I'm terrible at this game. Basically, it's a bit of a glorified Minesweeper, but basically, I'm going to be playing a whole lot of it off-screen, because as you guys can tell, doing it on-screen would probably take 10 billion trillion years, and I don't think you guys want to sit through me sitting here crying because I can't make it through Voltorb Flip Level 1. Welcome! We exchange your coins for fabulous prizes! And as you guys can see, you can win yourself an Abra, an Ekans, or a Dratini here, and Dratini is an awesome Pokemon, I've got to say, and I will be saving my coins and coming again, but for now, I want to show you guys this. First of all, there's held items, Silk Scarf, Wide Lens, Metronome, Zoom Lens, blah blah blah. Not too interested in that, but the technical machines, Substitute, Swords Dance, Rest, but more importantly, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. And Flamethrower and Thunderbolt, as you guys know, since we have the Hot Dog and oh god, I'm sorry, Lamb Chop. It's been so long, forgive me, Lamb Chop, on our team. I will be playing this game off-screen a heck of a lot to ensure that we can, you know, do the thing, do the diggity darn thing, and get ourselves the Thunderbolt and the Flamethrower. But with that, let's move on and let's make some actual progress. Okay, here we are back on the west end of Ecruteak, and how you feeling, little buddy? Eon is looking down steadily. You okay there, man? I know we just met, but, like, chill out, dude. Anyway, she learned Sand Attack on the way back, which basically means that she's the strongest member of our team, because Sand Attack is the greatest attack to ever grace the Pokemon universe. But welcome to whatever route this is, everybody. Let's go ahead and move on with our adventure and get into some more shenanigans. I've been overseas, so I know all about sorts of Wait. Let me start over. I know about all sorts of Pokemon or something, whatever I said, I don't know. And he knows about all sorts of Pokemon, but he only has one on his team, which is Wooper, which I'm actually a little bit worried about now that I think about it, because we don't have anything to deal with a Wooper. Let's send out the Scrambler, shall we? Yeah, I'm trying to train up Eon right now, because I want to get her a viable part of the team as quickly as possible, and that's not going to affect us. What the heck are you talking about, dude? What are you trying to do? I'm going to rip your brains out of your skull by hitting you with this extra sensory right now, and you're going to like it. So yeah, we are headed toward Olivine City right now, and I'm looking forward to getting into the next gym battle, because it has been so long since Sailor Harry or anybody else has attempted to give me an actual challenge. And I know that sounds really cocky coming out of my mouth right now, but are you a trainer? Yes, you are. Let's just not deal with you, and let's move on this way. But apparently, can't skip this dude, so get your glasses over here, dude. We're gonna battle. Let me try something I learned today. Y equals mx plus b! Oh, it didn't work. School Kid Chad, though, is going to send out Mr. Mime, and Mr. Mime is going to bust them funky moves while Eon growls in his face. Is Mr. Mime always a woman? Wait, okay. I don't know where my brain is or what it's doing today, but God, that was the dumbest thing I have said ever. Is Mr. Mime always a woman? I wanted to ask, is Mr. Mime always a male? But apparently words are just failing me, because the English language is the hardest thing on this planet. But you know what? That's okay. Let's pretend I never said that, Mr. Mime. Here, I'm gonna shake your weird, jelly. It looks like he has, like, spaghetti sauce or something on the tips of his fingers. I don't know. I know it's supposed to be just, like, the spots that he has all over the rest of his body, but it looks weirdly like he doesn't know how to eat yogurt, and he just ate it with his hands and left it there or something. But School Kid Chad, you definitely didn't study enough, and you need to pick up your books and pens, because that is awkward that you're dropping all of it. I want to become a Pokemon researcher. We should chat about Professor Oak. It'll be loads of fun. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about an old man I know nothing about. Huh. Oh man, that's gonna be a great, great time. And apparently we can't even go this way, are you kidding me? You know what, let's put up this repel, because we are making no progress, and I am not having it. 2 super repels left, that should do us through to Olivine City, if I'm not mistaken, which I will be happy about. Dang it, I didn't even notice this person here. Hey, are you good at Pokemon? If you're really good, I want you to teach me some things. Alright, I will teach you a thing or two, School Last Dana. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Ooh, she's got Flaffy. This is actually a little bit scary. So I definitely can't switch into Gatorade. I can switch into Hot Dog, I guess? Scrambler or Gatorade? They're both weak to this thing, so I guess we're going into Hot Dog. This is actually going to be a bit of an interesting battle, because level 19 Flaffy is nothing to scoff at. That's higher level than we have here on our Hot Dog. Hopefully it does something stupid. Yes, tackle us. Thank you. That is absolutely what I needed, and of course it would get a critical hit on the very, very first attack. But you know what? Let's ember this thing. This is gonna take forever. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, now that was annoying. Holy crud, dude. I see, so you can battle that way. Pose. But, yeah, so here's the deal. That girl is the most annoying battle we've had in this entire game. Well, okay, that might be a tiny bit of an exaggeration, but she kept paralyzing everything. I didn't have any Pokemon to switch into on her, because, like, you know, like, how am I going to switch into Gatorade on a Flaffy, or a Scrambler on a Flaffy, or anything like that? Like, no, that just doesn't work, so that was a terrible idea. And she kept paralyzing Hot Dog, and over and over, no matter how many times I healed it, and it was just a bad time overall. She was using healing items, and I don't like that girl, even though I gave her my phone number, because that's just how we play, boys. And here's Baoba. Baoba? Oh, what you're holding is what they call a Pokédex! I haven't seen one of those in ages. My name is Baoba. I used to run a safari zone in Fuchsia City, but it was becoming out of date with new entertainment options coming out, such as anything. I decided to go overseas to learn the newest technology and open a state-of-the-art safari zone in Cyanwood. It may be more than a coincidence that we are chatting. Why don't we register each other's numbers in our Pokegear? I can give you a call once the safari zone is open before I call anyone else. This seems like an advertisement and nothing else, but you know what? I will take it. I'm trying to make friends. As long as you follow me on Twitter or something, punch that noble number in, you can hit that follow button, then it seems like a fair trade to me. So, yeah, let's... Oh, God! Can I please... I just want to hit the A button. There we go, not the B button. I'm so not used to DS controls right now, man. It's weird. But there we go. Registered Baoba in the Pokemon... Pokegear. Hey, look, a cow. Ignore my terrible English abilities and look at all the cows. Moo. Moo. Oh god, I wonder what this one says. I can't... Moo. I can't even believe it, honestly. Biggest surprise in all of gaming. This cow says moo. I cannot believe it. Let's go ahead and wander over here and check out what's going on in this house. Moo. Oh, that one says a bit of a... weaker moo. Its cry is weak. Why is that? Moo is sick. She needs lots of orange berries. Moo is sick. She needs lots of orange berries. I think you should probably take her to the vet instead of just trying to shove berries down her throat. Oh, man. Homemade country remedies, man. Have I got some experience with that? I remember... I have no idea if this actually has any medical merit or any, like, reason whatsoever, but I remember when I was really sick once when I was a kid. I had, like... a terrible, terrible, terrible fever, and I was, like, dying, and my mom made me drink pickle juice, and I had no idea it was pickle juice, so I was just laying in there in the bed, and my mom was like, hey, Brian, take this, it'll make you feel better, and I expected, like, the taste of medicine, you know, like a little bitter or something like that, but no. I put my lips to this thing, and all of a sudden, there's just a gallon of pickles in my mouth. Because normally when I take medicine, I just chug it all at once to get it over with. So I took a giant swig of this pickle juice, and all of a sudden, I'm swallowing a foot-long, 3-week-old cucumber, and I just can't deal with it, and I spit it all over the place, and I want to spit it all over this fool's face. You again. There's no need to be alert. I don't bother with wimps like you. Speaking of weaklings, the city's gym leader isn't here and is supposedly taking care of a sick Pokemon at the Lighthouse. Huh, boo-hoo. Just let sick Pokemon go. A Pokemon that can't battle is worthless. Why don't you go train at the Lighthouse? Who knows? It may make you a bit of a better trainer. Huh, I am the ultimate life form. Luke the rival. So here we are in Cyanwood, and this is the next gym of the game. Its leader is Jasmine, the steel-clad defense girl. But as Luke just told us, I named him Luke, right? That's gonna be really awkward if I didn't. She is absent. There is nobody in this gym, and it's really weird that it's steel-themed, but the walls look like cake. I don't know, that just strikes me as a tad bit odd. So here we are in Olivine City, and we're gonna have to go fetch the gym leader for ourselves if we want to get a hand at battling her. So, before we do that, let's heal up. And just one more thing before we go, I did want to stop by the shop so that we can buy ourselves, not super potions, not great balls, don't need any of this. Don't need any of this. Repels! Super repels, actually. Let's go ahead and buy, I don't know, 4 of these? Sure, 4 of these should do us pretty well for a little while. But for right now, we're not going to want to engage in a whole lot of battles. Let's go ahead and buy a couple of super potions as well. And I think that should do us pretty well for the time being. 6 super potions? Sure. I definitely don't need more than that because I am the greatest trainer in the world who almost just lost to a random girl on the street. And let's get ourselves the packages from our mom that we have been receiving phone calls about all game long. And she will spend your money for you. And she will get you repels, and she'll get you berries and stuff like that, but you guys already knew all that. And is that the last one? Brian, isn't it? I have a package for you from your mom. It's an embarrassing Christmas sweater. Oh, do you have anything else for us? I have a package for you from your mom. It's a Valentine's Day card. I have a package for you from your mom. Oh, no further packages. Dang it. Okay. Well, I enjoy these sweet gifts that our mom got for us, but it is time to move on to the Lighthouse here in Olivine City. Dark roads are dangerous at night. But in the pitch black night, the sea is even more treacherous. Without the bacon of... Beacon, beacon of the lighthouse to guide her, no ship can sail. Without the bacon of the lighthouse, no ship can sail. It truly is the bacon that drives this world. So, here we are at the lighthouse. If you take the elevator up to the top floor, you will see Jasmine, but you will not be able to interact with her. So, we're gonna have to take the long way around here at the lighthouse. And it looks like it's going to be a long way indeed, because this old man wants to chat. This is no place for playing. So let me destroy you instead of just sending you on your merry way. Let me actually kill you. Gentleman Alfred, man, you are dressed classy as heck, dude. But why are you gonna have a chain on your Pokeball? That is just embarrassing, honestly, if I'm gonna be 100% straight up with you. Like, how hard is it to just hold on to the thing? Old men these days, nothing like the old men of the past. How would I know? Since I'm 3 years old, I do not know. But this Noctowl is going to try to uproar us, which, ooh, that actually did a decent amount of damage. So I'm kind of hoping that we can, yeah, we're not going to outspeed it because it's a Noctowl, and I am a Flaffy. I am just covered in flaff all the time. Fluff, whatever marshmallow cloud stuff Lambchop's got going on. Lambchop's got like a sick mullet, dude. I just realized that. Have I ever commented on that before? Because if I haven't, Lambchop, I respect the mole, dude. Or girl. I respect the mullet, and I want you to keep on keeping on. So, I'm going to go ahead and use... Oh boy, what should I do, actually? Man, I think it'd probably be a good idea to train a little bit off-screen, because it seems like we're a little bit under-leveled. So I'm going to do that between this episode and the next episode. Because normal trainers having Pokemon that are, like, significantly higher level than us, that are giving us decent amounts of ire, that is not exactly my style. I prefer to be 10 billion levels higher than everybody so that there's no challenge whatsoever. No, that's a joke, but I am going to be doing a bit of training off screen just to make sure that we don't die, because this owl is kind of giving us the stink eye right now, and he's gonna use a full restore. Are you kidding me? Can we get like a crit or like a paralysis or something, because this is not going my way right now. Noctowl is a little bit special defensive though, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, I guess it kind of makes sense that we're not doing damage too quickly, but come on, man. We are the Lambchop. We should be chopping up this owl like it's nothing. But unfortunately, this Gabora looking fool is just gonna sit here and uproar and ask if we want to listen to his explanations over and over again. Can we get a crit? No! That's annoying. Alright, well... Thundershock one more. Oh, I hope this doesn't kill me, actually. Has this been doing that much damage? Oh my god, Lambchop, I love you! You are beautiful! Ah! Coming through with the 1 HP. Man, that is amazing. I love you and I respect it. Eon's gonna grow to level 10, getting real close to being viable. Not really, I mean, you got like 10, 12 more levels, but... I can see you're serious. And we got ourselves 4,400 Pokédollars for winning. Now that we made each other's acquaintance, shall we trade phone numbers? You know what? You seem like a fine gentleman. I feel like I could learn a thing or two from you, Mr. Alfred. So let's go ahead and change those phone numbers, and we can text each other later, and it's going to be really awkward. But anyway, I'm going to go heal. Okay, here we are back in the lighthouse, and you know, it's kind of odd to me, actually, how, like... Alright, so this game is like at this weird moral ground, right? Because it wanted to like promote good morals with the Voltorb flip thing instead of the gambling, but at the same time, it's also encouraging kids to give out their phone numbers to random strangers, and that is not okay. Kids, make sure you know somebody. Make sure you're very, very good friends with a sailor before you give him your phone number, because that is very dangerous. If he's 40 years old and you're 10, it's alright if you're good buddies, but otherwise... have a little bit of a restraint, shall we? Yeah, let's switch into the Lambchop. You know, it's actually kind of good that there's a whole bunch of trainers here, because like I said, we're a bit underleveled right now. And Lambchop especially is, are you kidding me? Why with the hypnosis? Oh my gosh, why did I forget that Poliwag can learn that? Given that there's literally a hypnosis thing sitting right there on his chest. Oh my gosh, this is awful. And he's gonna rain dance. Oh god, and it's gonna, watch, it's gonna know like Hydro Pump or something stupid like that. Oh man, wake up, Lambchop, come on. Why is this so difficult? Ah! So, it's gonna use Water Gun, and it's gonna do a whole bunch of damage too. Okay, this isn't that bad. But this is just so tedious, man. We could take this thing out in one single hit, I bet. Lambchop, you and your little stubby arms could take this thing out, like, instantly. But, oh my god, now we gotta sit here through a double slap, doing 1 damage every single time. Ah, this is so annoying. At least we paralyzed it, though. So hopefully when we wake up, it won't be able to hypnosis us again. Ah, man. I definitely should have some more status healers on me right now, but I definitely don't. So I'd like to apologize for that, everybody. Let's Thundershock this thing. Can we take it out? Yes, we can. There goes the Poliwag. He's probably going to have another one. Probably just going to hypnosis us right off the bat once again. But you know what? We're going to power through it. Rain continues to fall. And what does Sailor Ernie Bernie Balerney Herney? Oh, Huey. That is definitely not the name that I just gave him. He has a Poliwhirl for us, and it's going to double slap. Okay, at least it's not going to hypnosis, but it's going to do a bit of damage this time, which is a little bit troublesome. And there it goes. There it goes. Can you stop? Yes, you can. And hit him with that Thundershock. Is it going to take it out in one hit, just like we took out the Poliwag? No, not quite, but this thing's paralyzed, so we should be faster than it, unless Lambchop is wrapped up in her beautiful curls. No, she is not, so we're going to Thundershock this thing, take it out, and there goes the Poliwhirl. Can we level up from this? That would be really, really nice, actually. Heck yeah, 561 XP, we are level 22, make a wish. I wish that I was level 23. Someday it might come true. Ugh, I lose. Nah. Why did he sound like he was going to throw up there? Earth is a throwing up sound. That's the first time I've lost in a while. I'm not cocky at all. Let's just go ahead and continue up on this tower because I do not feel like talking to Huey whatsoever right now. Huey, wait, Huey's like the name of a famous musician or something, right? Hey, at least we can avoid this guy. That's nice. I believe there's an item over here that we might want. Are you gonna, if I run, are you gonna look over here? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Well, let's just go ahead and face this trainer then, because I want that Pokeball-looking thing over there. Jasmine is this city's gym leader. I intend to bring her back with me. Nobody better get in my way. That's creepy. Why do you intend to bring her back with you? That's honestly, like, a little bit weird. I don't know what to say about that. Like, you're just trying to kidnap her? Like, what's going on? I don't know, man. I don't know what this person's thinking, but let's go ahead and pull out Lambchop once again. Hopefully this Meryl doesn't have any crazy hypnosis moves or anything like that that are going to make this annoying, but it's going to tail whip us. That is the bare minimum, but I'm okay with that. Switching in on a tail whip is definitely better than switching in on an earthquake. Not that Meryl would know earthquake. Hey man, maybe this is just like a really special Meryl. Maybe it's like the Rock Lee of Meryls, and it spent all day in the dojo since it was a little kid just trying to, with those tiny little stubby arms, to get that earth to move. But no, we're going to go ahead and Thundershock it, take this Meryl out, and luckily this last only has the one Pokemon. So we can go ahead and, my Pokemon, get that sweet 336 Pokedollars and pick up this Pokeball, TM87 Swagger. Hey. Not so sure we're going to use this, but I did just want to pick it up for posterity's sake. So we took a wrong turn, I guess, is what it looks like here. Yeah, so, oh, yeah, okay, I got your number, dude. Or do I got your number? Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I forgot. How did I forget one of the coolest parts of this game when it's standing, staring me straight in the face? Can we avoid this guy? Yes, we can. Let's go ahead and jump out the window for no reason. Yay! That was really dangerous, but I love this perspective here, man. Look at this. I wish you could, like, see out and, like, see all of Olivine City or like the ocean or something like that. That would be so sick, but unfortunately all we've got in our arsenal is a rare candy. Darn. But there we go, stick that in the medicine pocket, and let's go ahead and move inside the lighthouse to the place that we're supposed to be. And once again, we have a battle here, but I want this item. I am not letting that sit on the ground, so Jasmine must be worried sick about the Pokemon here. She won't even smile these days. How do I know? I don't know. She's been up in that room for 37 years. But here's Sailor Kent. He's going to send out a Krabby, and Krabby is just adorable. Man, I don't know if it's just a first-gen nostalgia or something, but I just love Krabby so much. So Ash had a Kingler in the first season? Second season? I don't know. I always had, like, an affinity for the Pokemon that Ash had that weren't, like, part of his main team, you know? Like, in the first season, his main team was, like, Pikachu, and then he ended up with a Bulbasaur and a Squirtle and a Charmander, and that was, like, his main drag, you know? And I guess Butterfree for a while. Oh, God, I don't even want to think about that episode. But, like, he had, like, his main partners, right? But then he also ended up with a Muck, and he ended up with that Kingler, and he ended up with a whole bunch of stuff that he actually put in the PC, just like you would in an actual Pokemon game. And I had just the greatest affection for those Pokemon for some reason, and every time they'd end up in an episode, it was like, oh my gosh, yes, Ash's buddy, it's Muck, it's his friend, it's whatever. I don't know, I just loved him so much. You gotta give some love to the underdogs, you know? Just gotta. So, Lamb Chop is coming right back out. Krabby's gonna hit us with that Bubble Beam, but that doesn't even phase us, man. It's gonna get our hair even frizzier, which just increases our power. And honestly, the mullet, don't tell anybody, but the mullet is the source of Lamb Chop's power. Might not even evolve her because she might lose all her power if she loses this mullet. So, oh, spoilers, Lamb Chop's evolved version doesn't have a mullet, unfortunately. We're gonna have to say goodbye to it someday. But for now, we're gonna say hello to this ether, which might not have been worth it for that battle. But I did want to take these guys on off screen anyway, so let's sneakily climb up this ladder right here. And this should bring us to the top floor of the Lighthouse. Oh, not the top floor quite yet. Can we sneak around this guy? I feel like we can't. Nope, unfortunately, Eon. Let's get right into this battle and see what he has for us. Sailors are both kind and strong. How about you? No, I'm mean and weak. How do you answer a question like that, dude? Like, even if you're being honest, you can't just be like, nah, I'm a jerk and I'm weak. Like, that's just an awkward answer overall. But let's switch out. Hopefully, please don't use hypnosis on this Poliwhirl. Please, have mercy. No! Oh my gosh, finally. It took like 5 turns for Lamb Chop to wake up there, which I'm pretty sure was like the max. So let's hope this thing... Alright, it's gonna use Double Slap, whatever. You know, the good thing about multi-hit moves on a Pokemon with static is that they are almost 100% of the time going to get paralyzed. It's a really, really small chance that if they hit all their multiple moves, they won't get paralyzed, so that, at least, is somewhat of a blessing, I guess. But let's go ahead and Thundershock that thing, get Eon to lucky number 13. Not so lucky at all, actually. Hopefully Eon has a pretty good day from here on out. But we are both kind and strong. I don't know how you can tell that just from a Pokemon battle, but... that sailor, what was his name? Kent, Kenny, Luis Johnson, Ronald McDonald, whatever his name was, thinks that we're cool, so I think he's pretty cool too. With that, let's move on to the actual final floor of the tower, and hello, Amphi says, Palu. His breathing is slight. Oh no, it's so cute though! This Pokemon always kept us sea late at night, but it suddenly got sick. It's gasping for air. I understand that there's a wonderful pharmacy in Cyanwood, but that's across the sea, and I can't leave Amphi unattended. She just opened the door. What? So, what was the point of having that closed? Like, no, don't come in and give it affection with me. No, me only. May I ask you to get some medicine for me, please? Sure, not just orange berries or pickle juice like those girls out of the farm were given their Pokemon. No, we are headed off to Cyanwood City to get medicine for Amphi the Ampharos, who may look very familiar to some of you and may be an omen as to something on our team, but I'm sure everybody knows that Flaffy evolves into Ampharos, so I'm going to stop beating around the bush and stop messing around. But that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed and you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like on the video down below. I hope you enjoyed the return. I had a whole lot of fun, and I cannot wait to move on to the next episode. So, with that, we are here in Olivine, but we cannot take on the gym yet. We will be waiting until we get medicine from Cyanwood City, which is off in that direction, towards the beautiful, beautiful ocean, in the next episode. So, thank you all very much once again for watching, and I hope you guys join me then when we move on toward the next leg of our adventure. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you guys then.